Wow, what a performance. So exciting. So it holds so beautifully together. I'm very impressed. I have a couple of ideas to perhaps take you even a little bit further with it, but not a lot. I really love what you're doing. The thing I love the most is in the opening section, the way the theme builds and builds. So I don't hear dun da da dun da da. I'm hearing really a long wave. That's just really wonderful. So I thought what you could concentrate on a little bit more are the bass notes of the left hand, because I hear at the right hand very beautifully, but sometimes the left hand is really very interesting here. So once all of this begins, once that begins, if you can look in your book, you will see the bass note is always a C. And then, do you see where I am? I could barely hear that. And I think we need that. That would add so much more excitement. And you know what else? Darkness. Right? Because the right hand is so high, I think we need to balance it with the bass note. Do you want to try from somewhere that is comfortable? Maybe from there. That was really fantastic. It makes the form, the structure much clearer. You know, we always think Chopin just does things from the heart, but no, Chopin is a very good composer, right? Didn't you ever ask yourself why, when you get to, why everything changes in the left hand there, right? It's because we have reached the lowest note. It cannot go any lower, and so everything just explodes. So it makes a lot of sense to do that. So I think that will really, really help with that page. In the middle section, I thought you could have more interesting things. I do not have measure numbers. Do you have the same edition as I do?
I have both Alevsky and
I just pulled out my old Freehand. It doesn't matter. We can figure it out. Where are we? Do you know where? Can you hear where we are?
Yes.
Okay. So I find it very interesting that the melody just stops there, right? Yeah. You go da 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 da, and that's it. But why? Right? What is the difference? If you compare the two measures, you have why is that so different? I'm not sure that I heard enough of a difference to make sense to me. I think you have to make the quarter notes much more accented and short and feel like something has just ended. You know what I mean? Dramatic. Can we try that part and let's see what we can do to make me, as your listener, understand why the melody stops. It's as if somebody's talking and is getting very, very exciting, and then they cannot talk anymore like that, right? So let's see what you can do to give us that feeling. Start from wherever you can. I don't know. impossible to stop because you get so excited, right? I know. I mean, this time I thought things were more interesting, but I still wasn't sure I understood the difference between long note and sorry, where is it? Short note. I think that's what's so important. Without measure numbers, it's hard. Do you see where we are?
Yes.
Half note, only a quarter note. You should do something different, perhaps with your pedal, to make us really understand that one is long and the other one is just short. I feel like you're holding your pedal down, but that's probably not going to work. So can we try just those few measures one more time? So you played more with time this time, which I liked, right? So on the first of these measures, you made tom, pom late, and then the second one not as late, tom, tom, because it should feel like somebody just grabbed you and cut it off, right? That's a very important moment to think about. And only a few measures later, the same thing happens again. I've left myself little notes. I'm trying to remember what they were about. Okay. Now I remember. So the melody. So the first time, perhaps more diminuendo, so that the second time it can be more crescendo because they sounded the same. So can we try those? Yes, that was very beautiful. I love how you bring us higher and higher each time. That's very exciting. I like this performance so much that that's all I have. It's that beautiful, right? And what excellent fingers you have. Really very, very admirable. So in terms of bass notes, I'm Russian by training. And in the Russian style of piano playing, you can never have too much bass notes. The love, right? So to me, even not only the places that you and I talked about on the first page, but everywhere. It should sound like a big gong. You know what I mean? Big metal gong. That's what the bases should be like. This piece is so filled with drama. It's almost like Chopin is screaming out to the universe, right? And the universe screams back. You know, he had a very difficult life. Even though he's still a young man when he wrote these, he already knows he's going to die young. You know that, right? That he knew he already had tuberculosis. He knew he was not going to ever be an old man. And he lost his country. And he never had a successful relationship. I mean, just his life was a disaster in so many ways. And so to me, the darkness that the bass notes represent are there for a reason. I know that the crescendos are always written going up, but I think the bass notes still need to be very loud, young, right? So the more you can do, but be careful so that you don't damage your arm. But I really think that would add even more excitement to your wonderful performance. difference.